In this video, I'm going to show you how to utilize QR codes for completion of today's assignment. As always, using Google Chrome, immediately log in to your Gmail account. After you log into your Gmail, go ahead and open a new tab and go to the Washam Science blog. Remember, my blog is loading partially down the screen. Please make sure to scroll up to the top so you can see the most current point. Today you'll be doing an element research project, but we will be presenting our elements through the use of QR codes. Please make sure you read the entire blog post as it contains important information that you need to help you finish today's assignment. Today's assignment can be finished in the amount of time given in class. Please make sure you stay focused and work quickly. To use the QR codes, you're going to use a website called qrstuff.com. I have it linked for you in the blog. qrstuff.com allows you to copy and paste a website into this box and then download or email a QR code. What you want to do for today's assignment is, after reading the blog, it tells you to go to the email, and I have an element research document that I've shared with you that will show up in your email. You can also access this by going straight to your Google Drive. No matter which you choose, if you go to Google Drive, you'll need to go to the Shared With Me folder, and you will see Element Research and Student Roster. That is the same as the email that I sent you, Element Research and Student Roster. Once you open up that document, you will find your name in the column for student. They're sorted alphabetically. Next to your name, please type in the element that you were given as you walked into class. As an example, I'm logged in as best student. I go down to student, and let's just assume I was given carbon. I would type in carbon. Remember, it saves automatically. There's nothing else to do. At the top, I have the research that must be included in your project. It's 15 very basic, easy to find topics over your element. Going back to your Google Drive, you need to create a new document. Whenever you create the new document, make sure you title it. I would call it the name of your element. The next thing, it's very important to do this, is go to the Share button, and there's no need to share it with me. You just need to change the document from being private to anyone with the link. This way, whenever you make a QR code, anyone that has the QR code can view it. Click Save. Click Done. Now, anyone with the link can view your document. Back on the document I shared with you, it told you the things to put into your research project. Again, they are very basic, easy things. The problem is where you find this information. Instead of spending a whole lot of time searching online, which you can do if you want, I have given you a link inside of my blog. It just says website. You click on it, and it takes you to a preloaded page of interactive periodic tables. There's several to choose from. Some of them contain information that you need, and some of them don't. I recommend going to a lot of them to see what works the best for you. Most of the periodic tables are just like this. You find your element, you click on it, and it loads information about your element. As you find the information you need, please put it into your Google document. Number 1 is simple, put the name. Number 2 is easy, put the symbol, and continue. Once you have all 15 of your pieces of information found, the blog tells you to make a QR code that will direct users to the Google Drive document with all the required research information. This is very simple. Remember, you're using the site qrstuff.com. Back on your document with the name of your element, go to the top, click on the web address, right-click, and copy. You will take the address, go back to qrstuff.com, and paste that into the website URL. right-click Paste. Once you have it in, you're going to click the Download button. When you click Download, at the bottom of your screen you will see the QR code is downloading. It gives you a free preview on the side. What you need to do is click on the downloaded portion, and it shows you what your QR code will look like. To test it out, use your iPhone to make sure that it works. If it doesn't, you did something incorrect, recopy and paste. If you don't have an iPhone with a scanner, there are 5 iPads in the library today. Grab an iPad that's not being used and test it out. Scan the QR code and make sure it takes you to the web address that you just used. With your QR code showing, right-click on it and copy. This will be something that you need to turn in today. Once you've copied your QR code, open up a Microsoft Word document. You're going to use Microsoft Word because it just makes it easier to print to the printer in the library. Go into the Microsoft Word document and type your name. Remember, there will be lots of students printing at the same time. You want to make sure you're getting your QR codes. So put your name on it first. Then, underneath your name, go ahead and paste in your copied QR code. You can make the QR code a little bigger by clicking and dragging. Try not to take up more than just half a page, because you're going to do 2 QR codes total. Go ahead and hit Enter so that you move down on the page and you're ready for your second QR code. Minimize your document, and then back on your web page, go back to the blog, and it tells you your second QR code needs to direct users to a website with information about your element. Remember, you did a bunch of research by clicking website for different periodic tables. Choose one of them. Go to your element. Remember, I had carbon. And here's a whole bunch of information about carbon. This could be a website that I could use. Same process. Click on the web address, right-click, copy. Go back to QR stuff, where it says the website URL, clear out what was there before. Paste in your new one. Hit download. The QR code pops up at the bottom of the screen. Click on it. Test it out. Use the iPhone or the iPad. Right-click, copy. Go back to your Word document. Paste. Now you have your second QR code. You can make it a little larger. Just make sure that you don't have more than 1 page worth of material. Oops, I made it too big, so I'll make it a tad smaller, so they both fit on 1 page. This way I'm not wasting paper whenever I print them out. Please make sure your name is on it. Go ahead and print your document. Go over to the printer immediately and take it so no one else does, and then hang on to it for class on Friday. If your printer is struggling with, or if your computer will not print to the printer, there's a second option for doing this. Instead of downloading your QR codes, you can email them. So whenever you put in your QR code, click on the email button, and it gives you a form to fill out. Your name and the sender email, which is your FMS, first name period last name at Gmail, who you're sending it to, Mr. Washam, and my email address, dwasham@farmington.k12.mo.us. Choose Send Email. This will send the email to me of your QR code, and I can print it off for you. Please only do this if your computer is not printing for you. If your computer is printing, then please print off your own document. Once you have made 2 QR codes, one that takes you to the Google Drive document and one that takes you to a website, you're done. Please remember, use your iPhone or the iPads available to check your QR code and make sure it is sending you to the correct location. We will use these in class on Friday. If you have questions, please ask myself or Mr. Howe.